Have you ever watched your dog sleep and noticed something strange? Their paws start twitching as if they're chasing an invisible rabbit. Their muffled barks echo through the room, and their nose wrinkles at a scent only they can perceive. In those moments, you aren't just looking at a sleeping pet, you are witnessing a biological miracle. But what exactly is happening behind those flickering eyelids? Are they reliving their favorite walk at the park? Or is something deeper and more complex occurring in the canine brain? For decades, we believed that dreaming was a uniquely human experience, a sign of our superior consciousness. But recent breakthrough neuroscientific research has shattered that myth. By monitoring brainwave patterns similar to our own REM cycle, scientists have discovered that your dog's mind is just as active, vivid, and emotional as yours when the lights go out. However, there is one haunting question that every dog owner asks: do they dream of me? Imagine, while you are fast asleep, your dog might be wandering through a digital-like recreation of your home, searching for your scent, or replaying the moment you came home from work today. But it's not all sunshine and squirrels. Just as we face our fears in the dark, dogs experience the equivalent of nightmares. That sudden whimper, or the aggressive cycling of their legs, is it joy, or is it a deep-seated anxiety being processed? If you've ever wondered if you should wake them up or let them dream, you need to pay close attention. In this episode of Pet Decoder, we aren't just talking about sleep. We are going to deconstruct the REM cycle of the canine mind, reveal the top 3 things dogs actually dream about according to Harvard researchers, and show you the silent signals your dog gives while sleeping that tell you exactly what kind of world they are visiting. You will never look at your sleeping companion the same way again. Welcome to the secret world of the canine dreamscape. Let's decode the night. To understand the dreams of a dog, we must first look at the machinery of their mind. For years, skeptics argued that a dog's nocturnal movements were just random electrical firings, meaningless muscle twitches. But science has finally proven them wrong. Just like humans, dogs go through several stages of sleep. It begins with slow wave sleep, SWS, where the mind is quiet, but the body is still alert. But then, something spectacular happens. About 20 minutes into their nap, their breathing becomes shallow and irregular. Their eyes begin to dart rapidly behind closed lids. They have officially entered REM, rapid eye movement sleep. This is the stage where dreams are born. In a landmark study at MIT, researchers monitored the brain activity of rats, and later, dogs. They discovered that the electrical patterns in a dog's hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory while they are dreaming, are nearly identical to the patterns recorded while they are awake and active. Think about that for a second. When your dog is sleeping, their brain isn't just resting. It is replaying the day's events with incredible precision. If they spent the afternoon chasing a ball at the park, their brain is literally rerunning that video in their head at night. They aren't just imagining a chase. Their brain believes they are actually doing it. But there is a specific anatomical switch that makes a dog's dream world different from ours. Humans have a part of the brainstem called the pons that paralyzes our large muscles during sleep, so we don't act out our dreams. In dogs, this switch is slightly more leaky, especially in puppies and senior dogs. This is why you see the twitching paws, the tail wags, and the muffled barks. They are physically leaking their dream world into our reality. However, if their brain is replaying their day, and you are the most important part of their day, it leads us to a heartwarming realization. A researcher from Harvard Medical School recently stated that since dogs are generally extremely attached to their human owners, it's highly likely that your dog is dreaming of your face, your scent, and the way you make them feel. You aren't just an observer of their dreams. You are quite literally the protagonist of their nighttime stories. But how can you tell the difference between a happy dream and a frightening one? The answer lies in the subtle, silent signals of their body, which we are about to decode. If a dog's brain is replaying their day, we have to ask, what exactly are they seeing? Dr. Deirdre Barrett, a clinical and evolutionary psychologist at Harvard Medical School, has spent years researching this very mystery. Her conclusion is both simple and deeply moving. Since dogs are generally extremely attached to their human owners, it is almost certain that your dog dreams of you. While you might dream of flying or abstract places, dogs are more grounded in their social reality. They dream of your face, your specific scent, and the way you interact with them. When you see their tail give a rhythmic, soft wag in their sleep, they might be reliving that moment of praise you gave them after a long walk. When they whimper softly, they could be asking for that extra treat you gave them earlier in the afternoon. But it's not just about you. Dogs are sensory-driven creatures. Their dreams aren't just visual, they are olfactory. Imagine a dream filled with the vivid colors of smells. They might be re-smelling the trail of a squirrel they tracked at the park, or the distinct aroma of the grass in your backyard. Their dreams are a rich, sensory tapestry of the things they love most. Interestingly, the size of your dog matters when it comes to how they dream. Researchers have noticed that smaller dogs, like Chihuahuas, tend to have shorter but more frequent dreams, sometimes dreaming every 10 minutes. In contrast, larger breeds like Great Danes have fewer dreams, but their dream cycles last much longer, allowing them to experience more complex stories in their sleep. This brings us to a fascinating realization. Your dog's night is just as busy as their day. They are processing social lessons, reinforcing their bonds with you, and even practicing their hunting instincts. Every twitch and every muffled bark is a window into a world where they are the hero, and you are their constant companion. However, as we journey deeper into the night, the dreamscape can shift. The warm memories of the park can sometimes fade into the shadows of something more unsettling. How do we know when a dream turns into a nightmare? And more importantly, what should you do when you see them struggling in the dark? But as we journey deeper into the night, the dreamscape can shift. The warm memories of the park can sometimes fade into the shadows of something more unsettling. You've likely seen it. Your dog begins to whimper. Their breathing becomes rapid and shallow, and their body shakes with an intensity that borders on distress. This is the canine version of a nightmare. What causes these dark dreams? For dogs, nightmares are often a way for the brain to process fear, past trauma, or even the daily stresses of being in an unpredictable world. A loud thunderclap from earlier that day, a stressful encounter with a larger dog, or the lingering anxiety of being left alone. These are the building blocks of their nighttime fears. In these moments, your first instinct as a loving owner is to reach out and wake them up. You want to provide comfort, to tell them the world is safe again. But science offers a surprising word of caution. Never wake a dreaming dog abruptly. When a dog is in the deep REM cycle, the stage where nightmares occur, waking them suddenly can be dangerous. Their brain is momentarily disconnected from reality. They may be reacting to a perceived threat in their dream. If you touch them while they are in this state, they could startle and snap or bite instinctively before they even realize they are at home with you. It is a primitive survival reflex that has nothing to do with their love for you. So, what should you do instead? The best approach is to be a silent guardian. Speak to them in a very soft, calm voice. Call their name gently without touching them. This allows them to hear your voice through the fog of their dream, signaling that safety is nearby. Often, just hearing your calm presence is enough to transition them back into a peaceful sleep or help them wake up on their own without fear. Understanding these shadows in their sleep isn't just about safety. It's about deep empathy. It's recognizing that even in their most vulnerable moments, they look to us to be their anchor. But as the sun begins to rise and their eyes finally open, what remains of these nighttime journeys? As the first rays of morning light hit the floor and your dog's eyes finally flutter open, the dreamscape begins to dissolve. They stretch, they shake their fur, and the first thing they do is look for you. In that moment, all the adventures they had in the night, the imaginary chases, the sensory memories, and the dreams of your face converge into a single, beautiful reality. You are here. Science has shown us that dreams aren't just a byproduct of sleep. They are a vital emotional tool. By dreaming of you, your dog is reinforcing the bond that makes them feel safe in a world they don't always understand. They aren't just sleeping by your side. They are living an entire life with you. Even in the silence of the night, understanding the hidden world of their dreams allows us to treat them with deeper empathy. It reminds us that behind those soulful eyes is a mind as rich and complex as our own. So, the next time you see their paws twitch or hear that soft, muffled bark in the dark, don't just see a sleeping animal. See a loyal friend who is likely reliving their favorite moment with you. If this journey into the canine dreamscape has changed the way you look at your best friend, then we have done our job. At Pet Decoder, our mission is to bridge the gap between human and animal through the lens of science and soul. CTA starts. If you found value in today's episode, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. It helps us continue to create content that honors the bond we share with our pets. Also, tell us in the comments, what is the funniest or most heartwarming thing your dog has done while sleeping? We read every story. Thank you for being part of our community. Until next time, keep decoding the love. This is Pet Decoder, and we'll see you in the next discovery.